Hey everyone, so do you guys know what is ethics in psychology? Let me explain. So basically, ethics in psychology is a moral code to tell psychologists in what is good and what is wrong. Especially when dealing with human mind, we work as a compass in one mind so that every action and decision is for the better good. So the question arises, why psychologists need these ethical standards? Isn't common sense enough? Actually no. Human mind is very fragile. It can be influenced by cultural norm, personal bias, and legal obligation. And that's when American Psychological Association or APA stepped in. They created ethical standards to protect clients, building trust, and guiding professionalism.
As psychologists, our professional behavior is guided by ethical principles that promote trust, fairness, and respect. According to the American Psychological Association, there are 5 core ethical principles that serve as the foundation for ethical decision-making in psychology. The first principle, beneficence and non-maleficence, means psychologists should aspire to help others and also promote well-being while avoiding any actions that might cause harm to the patient. Fidelity and responsibility focus on building trust and maintaining professionalism. Psychologists should honor promises, uphold confidentiality, and act responsibly when ethical issues arise. The next one is integrity, which means honesty and transparency. Integrity emphasizes honesty and transparency in all aspects of professional work. Moving on to justice. Justice means that everyone deserves fair and equal treatment. Psychologists must avoid discrimination and promote equity in their work. And the last principle is respect for people's rights and dignity. This principle emphasizes valuing every individual's rights and dignity. Psychologists must protect privacy and show cultural sensitivity to the patient. To conclude all of it, together these 5 ethical principles guide psychologists to act with compassion, fairness, and also respect.
To see how these principles guide real-world practice, we interviewed Dr. Iman, a clinical psychologist who shared her experiences in managing ethical dilemmas in her field. As a clinical psychologist, you need to face a lot of clients throughout your career with different problems and cases. How do you manage yourself when attending clients, especially when burnt out?
Is getting this self-awareness, alright, having high self-awareness, knowing when do I reach my certain limit or when do I think that I am moving towards burnout curve, moving towards that phase of life, having that awareness, and then keeping up with my coping skills, keeping up with making sure that I have time allocated for myself, have time allocated for my time with myself, doing things that I like, having time just to kind of like regulate my emotions.
How do you build trust with clients who are afraid to open up?
But if I can, there are tips about rapport building, building trust, right? Building all this, it really takes a lot of patience and usually your own personal personality, your own personal charm, your own personality, your own personal aura really helps in sessions, alright?
In online setting, a lot of people are afraid to do online therapy sessions in case of their confidentiality might get leaked. How do you handle this situation?
Video calls, video Google Team, Microsoft Team ke apa are all encrypted unless if it's recorded, and most of my sessions are not recorded. Alright, it's just that one time 1 hour session, and session notes are to be written as the same as we have in physical session. Alright, and it's nothing that is that we can share to other people. Everything is the same, right? So that's why consent is very important. Consent form is very important, from the get-go or from the beginning of the session.
When a teen client confides something serious like self-harming, but asked to not tell their parents, how do you handle this since there is a confidentiality of a client and legal obligation to tell their parents?
What I usually do is to address the fear. Is to address the fear that that fear of getting being scolded by their parents. Sorry, why do we have to break the confidentiality? Right? Yeah. So breaking this confidentiality is very, very, very important. Alright, because at the end of the day, if anything happens, this child is under parents' care. Alright, and then parents will go to you for not telling these things.
We have learned how important ethics is in psychology from the expert perspective. But what about the public? Do people really understand what do you think ethics in psychology means?
For me, ethics in psychology is mostly about keeping the client's information private and not letting it leak to others. It also about respecting their privacy and not judging them for whatever problems the client going through.
Why do you think ethics is important in a psychologist's job?
For this, I think ethics is really important because it can help to prevent any misuse of a patient information, and it also can build trust among clients and the psychologists. When clients trust their psychologist, they will feel more comfortable to open up and share their issues, and this is good for the psychologist to help their patients. Yeah, that's it.
What do you think psychologists do, or who are psychologists?
Okay, I think psychologists help people with their mental health, like when someone is stressed or depressed or like facing life problems. I think they talk to people, listen to their problems, and help them understand their emotions.
Would you trust a psychologist?
Yes, I would, because they are trained professionals and they follow ethical rules. So I believe they will respect confidentially.
You think a psychologist should never do?
Okay, I think they should not tell like other people's personal things, like personal information.
So to summarize, we can say that ethical challenges are not always clear-cut. We can't say, is it really good or is it really bad? So that's why APA ethical principles ensure that clients' welfare is protected and help psychologists in making better decisions. And we can also learn that ethics involve emotional aspect, cultural aspect, and human judgment. So when someone say ethics is just doing things correctly, they might not be totally right, because ethics need to be done consciously, legally, and compassionately. So to conclude, ethical principles help to ensure the professional environment for both clients and psychologists, to ensure confidentiality, therapy session, and well-being of client to be in the best condition. Thank you for watching.